Good morning, students. I'm Jasveer Kaur here, teaching you geography, class 12th. Yesterday, we closed our topic on this content. It was population composition. In this population composition, I told you about religious communities. I told you about urban population, rural population, as well as linguistic groups. And first, I'm telling you about this religious composition in India. Population based upon different religions, as it is given in this table number 1.3. Hindu occupies 8.2 approximately, and second Muslims occupy 11.67, and Christians are 2.32, and Sikhs are 1.99, and Buddhists are 0.77, Jains are 0.41, and others are uh, 0.43. And in this table it has been given as a population in millions also in this table whatsoever shown to you. And in this way, this is the population religious composition of the population. You may show this in the form of pie chart also, taking a circle and taking the percentage of all the different religions. As we know, this is the diversity in India, religious diversity in India, and it is regarding that. In this way, I would like to remind you among major four religious communities, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, and Christians, the least community is Muslims. Thank you. Then next, I'm going to tell you about I'm going to tell you about rural and urban population. How many people are living in the rural areas of India and how many in the urban areas of India. Different type of population is there. People who are living in village are coming in the category of rural population, and people who are living in the cities that come in the category of urban population. Rural and urban population also occupies very important place in the composition of the population. In this composition of the population, urban people do most of the activities related to their most of the activities related to their agricultural worker. If we see it in other words, it is like occupational, based upon occupational structure also we can say, like our economic structure has been divided into three different categories: primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. Accordingly, our population is also distributed. When we talk about this structure, occupational structure of the population, here also we can divide population in different rural and urban, because most of the rural people busy in this occupational structure number one, that is primary activities. That is primary activities like agriculture, cultivating the rural population and urban population. Like here we have data from 1901 to 2011. You can see in this table that during 1901 the rural population was 213 million and urban population at that time 26. At the same time, uh, uh, at the same time, if we see 1951, go to 1951, so rural population at that time 229 millions and urban population was 62 millions. And when you see that number is changing, there is change in the population, rural as well as urban, that yesterday we talked about. It was a term of population growth. In this way we can see and take the percentage of rural and urban population, and accordingly you have to draw this table on your notebooks, and see the change in the population, rural as well as urban population. And there is a rate of growth during period from 1901 to 61, but during the period of 20 years, 20 year mean to say 61 to 81, there has been a rapid growth of urbanization in India. It is due to green revolution. In other words, it is due to industrialization, and at that time India was trying to be self-dependent in each and every sphere of the life. That's why it was increasing in this way, so that different type of medical and health facilities were also available. Due to that rapid change was there in the population. As in the beginning I told you, social, economic and political factors are also responsible for the change. And then we have this once again in next slide, that Muslim Hindu, that population, that slide shows somewhat nearby. Then next is I am telling you about the linguistic population, mean to say distribution of the population based upon language. There are different type of languages spoken in India. We can talk about Hindi, Bangla, Telugu, Marathi, Punjabi, Udiya, Malayalam, Kannada, Gujarati, Urdu, Kashmiri, Konkani, Nepali, Manipur, Sanskrit, so on, so forth. All these languages have been shown here in this table, and there are based upon all these languages, based upon all these languages spoken by different communities in India. India community has been described through different bases. These were the Ostrich family. Ostrich family. Second is Sino-Tibetan family. Third is Dravidian family. Fourth is Aryan family. Right? And in this way, these are the four major terms based upon the language. And based upon language, when we give them space, that is linguistic creating of the geographical boundaries, that is somewhat linguistic states also based upon the language. Hopefully you have got it. Then our next term is that when we describe the areas, different areas based upon population. There are 6 type of areas in India that are based upon population, that are divided into class 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Class 1 more than 50 lakh to more than 50,000 to 1 lakh. Class second is more than 20,000 to 50,000 approximately, and third one is like 20. Yes, this is regarding population class. Class first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. It is based upon this data, like class first I am starting more than 1 lakh. Class second 50,000 to 1 lakh. Class third 20,000 to 50. Class fourth 10,000 to 20,000, and class fifth 5,000 to 10,000, and class fourth less than 5,000. And it is data regarding that. And after independence also we have seen major changes in our population. And till now I have taught you population composition, religious communities based upon linguistic groups, occupational structure, rural and urban composition of the population. In this rural and urban, we have taken structural composition of the population also. That's all for today. Take care, stay home, stay safe. We are here for you for each and every help. Thank you, students.